What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. If you new to the channel, this is what we call our strawberry planter. What I'm starting to notice now is the perfect time to multiply your plants. Also, along with multiplying your plants, now is also a perfect opportunity to start moving some of your plants around. So just that we had another planter ready, it would be nice not to have to go and buy more strawberry plants when we can just use the plants we have. So what you're looking at now is you can see how the strawberry plants are starting to set off the runners like we're talking about. So they're dropping. Some of them I've already. What I'm doing here is different than if it was in the ground. They would be rooting themselves. But when you have it set up, kind of like on some kind of a trench system or whatever, um, you really don't have that much space or that much actual soil for them to actual root into. So with these, you can see how they're just falling over. But if you come in, you can see how if you set them right here, if you set them in soil, they will root from each one of these little nodules. So each one of these are actually strawberry plants, which is cool. So you get to pick and choose how many you want to actually put in the soil here and how many you want to kind of transplant. So what I've been doing, if you look here, is I've been taking them, and this is life. You see how some of this stuff is dying out? These are about 2 years old. So some of them will die out. Some of them won't. So we're getting an opportunity to get some new plants in. So what I've done here, as this one has thrown off a runner, I've actually just taken it, and you get your little small, like these little small planters. I think these are like 3 for $1 at the dollar store. You get you these little small planters, and you set them on side your plants. And I'll probably leave that in there until maybe around November or so. So I know that root has gotten established. Then after that, all you do is kind of like you cut the umbilical cord. Back up a little bit, and you'll see right here, you just cut the umbilical cord. So what I'm doing is I'll show you exactly doing one. And all we're doing is, I got some pots already, these as well. So these pots, I think we had some plum seeds in, and this one didn't fare so much with the heat. So not losing anything, and it still has, I probably should still leave it because I'm seeing now it still has a little bit down there. I thought it was all the way dead, so I'll probably leave this one and go find another one that's all the way gone. And so basically all I'm doing is got a soil medium, gonna mix it up a little bit, and I'm gonna look for one of these that hasn't actually rooted into the ground. That one has. I've already stuck that one in the ground back here, and it's rooted. Let me see. This one is rooted. Yeah. So, yep, that was just right. So we're gonna use these two. I'm gonna use both of these right here. So this one you can already see it's already starting to put on those little roots. This is gonna be super easy for you. I'm gonna take that, just put it in, make a little hole for it. Not too deep, but not too shallow, because we don't want it to come out. And all I'm doing is just filling it in. Now the thing about this, when you're doing this, is you want to have it where you're not going to move it, because you don't want to just keep pulling it out, and you don't want nothing tugging on. So the kids are not really coming right here tugging on these. So I'll take that, and all I'll do is just move this and set it on a little open piece of soil. And it's going to do the rooting itself. I'll get another one. And right here, where we had some plants that died out, I've just been taking those runners and sitting them in those spaces where nothing's been. So you can see right here, this was an empty spot last year. And so we got a runner to come off, and we put one there, and we let that one kind of establish itself there. So here's another one. Might be best, since it's almost nothing right here, might be best to just let it come this way. and kind of train them. This is the time you want, if you don't have a huge space, you kind of can train your runners to where you want them to be. Leave that one right there. Hopefully it'll grow up and grab something. But as long as it's touching soil, it'll root in the soil. Don't just bite him. Let's see if I can find me one more that I haven't put in. Look at that. This is perfect. All right, so same thing. I'm gonna take it. I'm looking to see where I can set it at, because I want to make sure and look like it's gonna be right here. Make sure it can reach wherever I'm gonna set this pot. And I'll set it right there. Let's see, that's the one I had. It's this one, right?
Yes.
All right. Take that, make that little hole. I'm gonna set it in there, cover it up. I'm gonna try to pack it a little bit. You can see that. And basically that's it. You got so many plants. So as many of these as I can find. So for the most part, look like I got them all right here. If you look at it, I got them all right here on this second row. So I'll probably get a couple of more if I can get some more runners and put some here. But it look like these are putting off more runners than the rest of them. And this was the fullest one. Last year we kind of put more strawberry plants in here. And the idea down here at the bottom is I wanted to space them out a little bit more to see if that would allow us to get a healthier plant by not being so close together. But I didn't see any difference. Looked like these up top actually put out more strawberries since it was more plants. So now this year we're gonna go and try to let these kind of fill in just a little bit more. And of course, with nature, just like with life, these plants won't last forever. So it's a good idea to understand that, not to feel bad. When I came out and I saw this was kind of dying over right here, it's just getting old. But at the same time, I can have these plants ready to go. But even if I pull out this whole patch, or if they all die out, I'll still have, now I have 4 new plants that I can actually just transplant right in this place. Or I can start another section somewhere in the yard, putting in some strawberry plants, and they'll do the same thing year after year. So no more buying strawberry plants. If you bought 1, 2, or 3 or a little flatter strawberry plants, you should never have to buy them again. Even if I had to bring this inside during the winter time, still fine. You still should be straight. So that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you how to multiply your strawberry plants. We didn't buy any of these. One more thing, yeah. If you have a neighbor, a friend, Facebook group, Facebook marketplace, sometimes you find people that's just giving strawberry plants away because you have so many. So try to figure out ways not to always buy a lot of stuff. Look on those avenues first. These actually, my neighbor called me, and he has a whole row of strawberry plants. And when they started to run last year, he was like, man, just please come get as many of these as you want. They're running all over the place. They're everywhere. So me, Bells, and the kids, we went over there to his house, and we actually picked all of these. So I wasn't worried about actually having a supply or not. But once you get your own, then there's no need to start looking around to your neighbors and friends. You should be responsible enough that once you get your own, then you'll learn how to multiply your own yourself. And that's what this video is about. Multiply your strawberry plants one pot at a time. One pot at a time. Thank y'all for watching the Grow Family Network. And as always, in all areas of life, grow, grow, grow. Peace.